All right, so you want to learn more about nano-hydroxyapatite toothpaste. We're going to call it NHA for short, just to make things easier. And today we're going like way beyond the buzzwords, right? Getting down into the nitty-gritty, how this stuff actually works, what it can do for your teeth and gums, all that good stuff.
Definitely.
And we're going right to the source for this one.
Excellent.
A great scientific article. It's called Nano-hydroxyapatite Toothpaste, Benefits for Teeth and Gums. So we're talking like right to the experts here.
Yeah, that's key, because there's so much marketing hype out there, and it's hard to tell what's real and what's not, what's actually backed by science.
Yeah.
So we're going to help you sort of separate the science from the sales pitch so you can make an informed decision about whether NHA is right for you.
Exactly. So first things first, what is NHA? Why is everyone so excited about it? What's the big deal?
Well, think of nanohydroxyapatite as a sort of miracle mineral for your teeth. It's naturally found in your teeth and bones, and it's actually the key ingredient that gives them their strength and resilience.
Wait, so this stuff is already in my teeth?
Absolutely. About 97% of your enamel and 70% of your dentin are actually made up of hydroxyapatite.
Wow.
So when you use NHA toothpaste, you're essentially giving your teeth like the very building blocks they need to repair and strengthen themselves.
So it's not just cleaning, it's actually rebuilding my enamel.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this rebuilding process. What's actually happening?
Yeah, it's called remineralization. And it's a pretty amazing process. So when you eat or drink things that are acidic, right, think like soda or citrus fruits,
Yeah.
your tooth enamel can become demineralized, meaning it loses some of its mineral content. And this weakens the enamel and makes it more susceptible to decay. But NHA can actually reverse that process.
So instead of, getting a filling or something like that, NHA toothpaste could actually help me avoid that whole scenario.
That's the idea.
Sign me up. Are there any studies that back this up, though? I mean, is this real or is this just like, hype?
There are actually quite a few studies that have shown that NHA can effectively remineralize teeth, even in cases of early decay. One study actually found that it was just as good as fluoride in preventing cavities in children.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really promising.
That's really promising, especially, for people like me who have sensitive teeth. Is there any benefit there?
You're in luck. NHA can also help reduce tooth sensitivity. It basically works by plugging those tiny tubules in your teeth that can cause discomfort when they're exposed to cold or hot or sweet things.
So it's like a 2-for-1 deal.
Mm-hmm.
Stronger teeth and less sensitivity. And I'm starting to see why everyone's so excited about this stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a game changer in the world of oral care. But it's not just about teeth, Healthy gums are just as important for a healthy smile.
Absolutely. So does NHA toothpaste help with gum health too?
It can indirectly support gum health. So gum disease is often linked to inflammation and the buildup of plaque and bacteria. While NHA doesn't directly address gum disease, it can help reduce plaque and bacteria, which in turn can help prevent the kind of inflammation that leads to gum problems.
So it's kind of like a preventative measure to keep your gums healthy and strong.
Exactly. Think of it as adding another layer of protection to your oral care routine.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, I know NHA is also used in more serious dental procedures like bone grafts and things like that.
Right.
Does that mean like the NHA in toothpaste can somehow rebuild my jawbone?
That's a great question. And it's important to understand the difference between how NHA is used in those procedures and how it works in toothpaste. So in procedures like bone grafting, NHA is applied directly to the bone, which allows it to actually integrate and promote regeneration. Toothpaste, on the other hand, works topically on the surface of your teeth and gums. So it's not like you're getting a mini bone graft every time you brush your teeth.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not a magic cure-all.
Right.
But even with that in mind, NHA toothpaste sounds pretty awesome so far. It seems like a great way to, strengthen my enamel, reduce sensitivity, and help keep my gums healthy. But what about fluoride? I mean, we've all been told for years that fluoride is essential for preventing cavities. How does NHA toothpaste compare to that?
That's a question a lot of people have. Both NHA and fluoride are effective at preventing cavities, but they work in different ways. Fluoride makes your teeth more resistant to the acid attacks that can lead to decay, while NHA focuses on rebuilding and repairing the enamel.
So they're both fighting cavities, but with different strategies.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And that's what makes NHA such a valuable option, especially for people who are sensitive to fluoride or looking for more natural alternatives.
Right. So if somebody's sensitive to fluoride or just wants to try a different approach, NHA toothpaste could be a good option to explore.
Absolutely. It's all about finding what works best for you and your oral health needs.
For sure. So it really does sound like NHA is like a fantastic option for everyday oral care.
Yeah.
But you mentioned that it's also used in procedures like bone grafts and things. What's going on there?
That's where things get really interesting. So while NHA toothpaste focuses on the surface of your teeth and gums, NHA is also being used in this really cutting-edge field called regenerative dentistry.
Regenerative dentistry. What is that?
Yeah, so it's essentially using NHA's unique properties to actually regenerate tissues in your mouth. Think of it like rebuilding from the inside out.
So it's not just about preventing damage, it's about actually regrowing lost tissue. Is that even possible?
Researchers are making some incredible strides in this area. They're using NHA to repair bone defects, promote tissue growth, and even stimulate the regeneration of nerves.
Wow, so the same material that's in my toothpaste could potentially help someone regrow bone.
It's not quite that simple, but the potential is certainly there. Regenerative dentistry is still a relatively new field, but the research is incredibly promising. And it all comes back to NHA's amazing ability to integrate with our bodies and promote natural healing.
I mean, this is why I love these deep dives.
Yeah.
We start with something familiar like toothpaste, and we end up exploring the frontiers of science.
Exactly. It shows you how everyday products can have these incredible connections to cutting-edge research.
So if someone is concerned about bone loss in their jaw, should they be looking into NHA toothpaste, or are these regenerative treatments something completely different?
That's where it's important to talk to your dentist. While NHA toothpaste can help support gum health and prevent further bone loss, it's not a substitute for professional treatment.
So if you're worried about bone loss, your dentist can kind of assess the situation and determine if NHA toothpaste combined with other treatments might be beneficial.
Exactly. They might recommend a combination of NHA toothpaste professional cleanings and even those regenerative therapies we were just talking about.
It sounds like NHA is really making waves in the dental world. From everyday toothpaste to cutting-edge treatments, it's really changing the game. So to sum it all up for our listener, what are the key takeaways about NHA toothpaste?
Well, NHA toothpaste is a great choice for anyone looking to strengthen their enamel, reduce sensitivity, and support their gum health. It's a natural, biocompatible alternative to traditional fluoride toothpaste, and it can even help reverse early signs of decay.
And it's exciting to know that it's also playing a key role in the future of regenerative dentistry, offering new possibilities for restoring oral health.
Absolutely. It's a testament to the power of natural materials and the incredible ingenuity of researchers who are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
This has been a fascinating deep dive. Before we wrap up, is there anything else our listeners should keep in mind when it comes to NHA toothpaste?
I think the most important thing is to remember that NHA toothpaste is a great addition to your oral care routine, but it's not a magic bullet. It's still important to brush and floss regularly, eat a healthy diet, and see your dentist for regular checkups.
That's great advice. And if you're interested in learning more about NHA and its potential uses in regenerative dentistry, there are tons of resources available online. You can start by simply searching for NHA regenerative dentistry to see what comes up.
It's a fascinating field and it's constantly evolving, so there's always something new to discover.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty impressed with NHA toothpaste. It's amazing how something so simple, can have such a huge impact on our oral health.
It really is. It's a testament to how far dental science has come. We've gone from simply cleaning our teeth to actually rebuilding and regenerating them.
It makes you wonder what they'll come up with next, right? Like
And
maybe we'll be brushing with some kind of super toothpaste that regrows our teeth entirely.
Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But it is exciting to think about the possibilities, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be doing a deep dive on exactly that.
Now, that would be a deep dive I wouldn't want to miss. But for now, I think we've covered a lot of ground on NHA toothpaste. Is there anything else our listeners should know before we wrap things up?
I think the most important thing is to remember that knowledge is power when it comes to your health. And we've given you the information, but the best thing you can do is take that information and talk to your dentist. They can help you make the best decisions for your individual needs.
Absolutely. Your dentist can help you figure out if NHA toothpaste is right for you. And they can also give you personalized advice on how to maintain your overall oral health.
And remember, oral health is about more than just a pretty smile. It's connected to your overall health and well-being. So taking care of your teeth and gums is really an investment in your overall health. Well said. So to sum it all up for our listener, NHA toothpaste is a really promising option for strengthening enamel, reducing sensitivity, and supporting gum health. It's a natural alternative to fluoride toothpaste, and it's even making waves in the world of regenerative dentistry.
And as always, the best thing you can do is stay informed, talk to your dentist, and make choices that empower you to take control of your own health.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of NHA toothpaste. We hope you learned something new and maybe even sparked a new interest in the amazing world of dental science.
Until next time, keep those pearly whites sparkling, and don't be afraid to dive deep into the things that make you curious.
And remember, knowledge is power, so keep learning and keep exploring.